Okay, so this is the second time this has happened. I actually took Wi-Fi off of my phone and now it's working. So something's being scuffed with the Wi-Fi. Um, in the neighborhood that I live, we've had some problems with the freaking electricity. The power went out the other day. So I'm wondering if there's a correlation. I think when I do live streams, I'm going to have to take it off Wi-Fi because I think that was the problem. Sorry you guys. I hate to do part twos in one day because I'm like, I'm gonna do a 30-minute stream and it ends up being an hour. Yeah, I need to get some water too. Forgot to bring my vatten med me. Energy! Steph's got a lot of energy. Okay, so I'm going to sort of gloss over what I was explaining in the last live stream about fat loss in general, fat loss on keto. Number one, if you guys don't sleep well, you tend to become insulin resistant overnight and have hypoglycemic issues with your blood sugar. When this happens, you're secreting a lot of insulin. When you have inverted cortisol, you're secreting insulin, which is taking what's in your bloodstream and storing it as fat. Now, when your blood sugar is shooting up, you're going to store fat. A lot of you guys are staying up too late. You're not breathing. You're eating too late. And you're too, like, you don't black out your windows. And I keep telling people to do this stuff. You don't meditate, diaphragmatic breathe. You're having technology in your eyes. And all of this is going to prevent you from dropping body fat. So I'm kind of like glossing over what the last video was about. And then people who do keto, who are their body hormonally is under extra pressure because they are coming from a world of carbs. You take the carbs out and the body just doesn't adapt overnight. It takes a while to adapt for various reasons. I repeat on ad nauseum in all the videos about the body having to develop enzymes and you guys have to have enough HCl, stomach acid to even break down the fat to then even use it as ketones because you have to start with the dietary fat. So people who are on low carb, high fat dietary protocol, which low carb, high fat and keto are not the same. Keto is your body is relying on ketones as its primary source of fuel and then glucose second. And low carb, high fat is still very dependent on glucose and barely any ketones as a viability to use. And so when you guys don't sleep well at night, keto people become, people doing a ketogenic protocol who are not adapted become more at risk of gaining weight on keto. Now, people gain weight on keto and don't drop weight because their blood sugar is just so fracked up also in the daytime. And there are things that we were talking about in the previous video about like lymphatic brushing and also using blue light blocking glasses, which they're over there. I forgot to, it's like in my frenzy of trying to get back on live, that you have to block out that blue light. I would say that the number one reason why people have problems with their body fat is because they don't sleep. And when you don't sleep, you have issues with your insulin, you have issues with your hormones, your estrogen, and you also have issues with a blood sugar dysregulation. Yeah, just be sure you do keto the right way. You tell them, Deborah. So these are the things that make you gain weight. So how you lose weight is the inverse of all of the problems, because people always kind of trip out that I don't say the solution, because to me the solution is in the problems, right? Let me get my water. Hold on a second. So not drinking enough water is another problem. So you guys have an electrolyte imbalance. Keto people tend to get dehydrated because the kidney's dumping water too quickly. And if you don't drink enough water, then that dehydration and lack of electrolytes, you can't adapt. And you're not going to drop any body fat and keep lean muscle. And there's a difference between weight on the scale and losing muscle. If you lose muscle, losing weight, all you intermittent fasting, you know, what is it? Oh, I had really sarcastic terms in my head, but I know it's not diplomatic. But, you know, I kind of feel like people follow that trend without biologically understanding what's going on with their metabolism before they do it. I was watching somebody else's video about it, and they were interviewing somebody who's an athlete. I was like, young athlete male. I'm a 51-year-old woman. Could I intermittent fast? Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that I couldn't go too long doing it without starting to destroy my hormones. And I have a 28-day cycle. And if I want to keep it and keep my gains over there, I better not intermittent fast. Now, with that said, so these are the things that I was sort of, and I'm adding a few more things in this video, which I was polishing up on the last one about keeping your blood sugar very stable. Now, on a keto diet, you're still going to have blood sugar, right? You're never going to go down to zero. You'd be dead. Now, some people have a glucose in the 30s or 2.5 or 2.7, and believe it or not, it's a very rare anomaly, but some people can get their blood sugar that low and be fully ketotic, and you know they're in ketosis because they're not in a coma. Okay? So for those who start to dip below or into the 60s and lower, that's not ketogenic, because I run the course page, guys. I run a course page. You can sign up at stephanieperson.com. You can also look at a lot of free information on my stories on Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, and also on my other Facebook, which is Stephanie the Business Person. But with that said, a lot of you guys to book. Oh wait, Steph's book is coming out soon. Yes, yeah. So a lot of stuff and legal stuff was going on with the book, and it's something that I won't talk about right now on the internet. But the book is awesome, and because the book did not come out, yes, I'm writing a book. The book did not come out when it was originally supposed to, and I'm so glad that it didn't, because I started writing the book before keto blew, right before keto blew up. So I could have hurried and got the book out and made a lot of money and being like, I made money, but I would never stand for that book. I know I'm going off topic, but I would never stand for that book because I've learned so much since I started writing it. So now I've completely changed the book in the context of adding a lot more. So this all makes sense. Not just keto, but also low carb, high fat. The first book did not have low carb, high fat. This one does. The first book did not have carnivore. Now it does. The first book I was writing did not have all that information about the gut dysbiosis and people having deficiencies like DAO or having issues with oxalates. That's all in the book now, with all the recipes. And now all the recipes will have all the disclaimers and all the descriptions of all the anti-nutrients. So you are at risk at some of the recipes because there is no one food that you all can consume because you guys have so many issues. Yes, I want to create an audio version, so I think I will have one. Now, I don't think I'll have an audio version on the recipe part, but I will have an audio version on all of the health part. So, so with me kind of like replaying and revisiting some of the fat loss and fat gain on the prior video that I just did. You're so supportive, talking to the same time to wait. Thank you so much for your support and taking the time to contact me. Did I? I can't remember. Let me see your name. Elisa. Yeah. I try, you guys. Some people will start just hammering me on Instagram with questions and always get this, hey, a little bit of advice would be doing me really great. I'm like, you and about 2,000 other people. And when I'm like, I can't, that's why I created super cheap keto courses for you to join at $15 a month, which is, you will not find anything cheaper than that. That will have more and better information than all those people, bar none. Okay? You're the one with food allergies. Everybody has food allergies, so I don't remember. Sorry, not right now. Especially on a live stream, my brain's all over the place. Especially when one stream ends, another one starts, and I'm trying to get off. My Wi-Fi is acting weird, and I don't even know if my 4 or 5G network is working right now. So if it's scuffed, you guys, and it's buffering, I apologize. I really do. I hope that going off of my Wi-Fi? I don't have a Wi-Fi. I'd more have a broski, but I don't have a broski. I don't have a Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi, hopefully that's the problem. And by going off the Wi-Fi, it's taking away the scuffed stuff. For the consult, I mean. I didn't see the comment about the consultation. But we had really great discussions going on in the previous live stream, so I'm really pissed. I'm pissed that it just scuffed up. You were talking about hysterectomies. Oh, thank you. Good memory. Yeah, people are having hysterectomies because doctors feel that it's a money-making business, okay? For every surgery that they do, they make money. That's why surgeons like to cut stuff off. That's why I had like 10 surgeries on my left knee that were unnecessary. Although it was in Scandinavia, so it's not as much money as here, but yeah, doctors like to do hysterectomies, unless you have, cancer cells in your cervix and ovaries. Why would they just remove everything? It just makes no sense. You don't have anything supporting anything. You have a potential prolapsing issue with your bladder falling down where there's like a gap missing. So I really, really feel bad. Like women have a very difficult time to keto adapt. A lot of these people talking about intermittent fasting do not understand a female body. And, you'll have women do videos talking about their intermittent fasting journey. But a lot of these women are so addicted to the attention from dropping weight on a scale. And you can drop muscle, right? And completely destroy your metabolism, and would never discuss it in a video because nobody's going to say, good job, Linda. You did so good. So fabulous. Let's everybody clap for Linda. She dropped 60 pounds. She won't get that if she said, oh, my hair fell out at the same time. I became extremely constipated. My skin became dry and parts of my body started to crepe. Nobody talks about this on intermittent fasting, that's what happens. Why would they do that? They lost 60 pounds on a scale, and people will get sick. People will get sick and drop weight and be like, but look, I look so much skinnier. And I'm shook. I'm so devastated by people's obsession with weight loss without factoring in, are you losing lean muscle? Because if you guys are chomping on your body becoming catabolic, you're destroying your metabolism. So you will always yo-yo, and as you get older, because you guys, I am 51, as you get older, your body just gets worse. So I've said in other streams, my body's been able to rebound, right? I'm able to rebound because I'm so, I don't find food as entertainment. No, living life to its fullest, feeling alive, feeling vibrant and emotionally balanced, strong and mentally and physically strong is my food for entertainment. You can't get better than that, because I've traveled around the world. Drinking alcohol and eating a pizza is not my high, right? It's a great conversation. It's friggin' doing strict full-on pull-ups with the guys 25 years younger than me at the gym. That's a rush, right? That lasts. It gives you a sense of value and worth, not 20 minutes of getting high on a pizza. No. Wellness is so much more important. Exactly. Yes, you can subscribe to our Facebook Keto course page, like Alex says. It's awesome. Thank you so much, Alex. I missed your comment. And thank you, Deborah, for reminding the group that they can subscribe to my keto course through my website. And as you guys see, I have companies wanting to partner up with me almost every single day. Almost every day. And when I say that, so I started sending them to a friend at one point, and I was like, look, and I would forward every single one. And I just morally cannot stand behind stuff that I feel will hurt you and harm you. So that's the reason why, Stephanie's under a pile of everyone else. Somebody inboxed me on Instagram. This was very interesting. Somebody inboxed me on Instagram today with another guy who's actually sent me stuff before. This other guy was talking about saturated fats, that omega-3s and polyunsaturated fats damage the body. This was very interesting what this guy was saying, because I've heard this before, that you can't have too many omega-3s in your body, and which is contrary to everybody saying that you need fish oil. This is very, very weird. And then he was saying that you can't survive on eating no carbs or sugars. And I'm like, you can't thrive. And I'm like, I've got some energy. Like, what's going wrong with me then? So, sometimes we often draw from ourselves as the example, which you really shouldn't do. You have to take a group of people who have done this protocol. This phone, I'm over it. It keeps blurring. But I really believe in this. I don't want keto. Keto's going to go back underground, and I'm kind of happy for that, because when everybody's like, oh, it's not, I don't, my hair's falling out, I don't feel good, then I'll still be here, and I'll be here to educate people without lying to you guys, promising you stuff. Like all these keto products, I'm like, well, you just wasted a lot of money doing that, because this thing's about to die. Okay? Because people are going to have problems with misinformation. That's why I do these live streams. Just watched 10,000 calories in a day challenge. I was disturbed seeing that abuse. Oh, people do that. Who's saying that? Rick, so many people do that 10,000 calorie thing. I was like, if I did a 10,000 calorie challenge, how easy would that be, right? It's 273 grams in a pack of Kerrygold butter, for example. And then it is, and people stop emailing me about the lawsuit against Kerrygold. Yeah, that's, I think it's 90% grass-fed, but I digress. Here's the point. People keep sending me stuff. I'm like, yo, I knew this like 5 years ago. Please, I'm up on it. But if I were to take a Kerrygold block of butter, for example, and unfortunately, even most grass-fed, it has to say 100% grass-fed. Most grass-fed butters are not the whole year grass-fed. Sometimes they're hay-fed. It's not grass-fed. Sometimes they're corn-fed. But I digress. The point is, there's 273 grams of fat in a Kerrygold block of butter, which is something like 2,000 something calories, right? It's like 2,800 or something like that. All I'd have to do is eat like 4 or 5 packs of butter and I'm good, right? All I'd have to do is just eat a couple packs of Kerrygold butter and I would get that 10,000 calories down in the morning. I've seen so many of these 10,000 calorie challenges where they're like puking by the end of the day, trying to eat candy and wheat and like, you know, fast food hamburgers with French fries, trying to get 10,000 calories in. And I'm like, yo, if I had a 10,000 calorie challenge where I had to win something, like how fast can you get 10,000 calories? I would just do a couple blocks of Kerrygold butter and I'd be done for the day. Oh, see, Deborah says on the Keto course page, she uses different topics, assignments. Each day you can search for specific information. Yeah, so the course page works like it's Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday I have open topics because people like to be in private book groups and just vomit their opinion on the page all the time. Like, no, we're going to construct this so we can learn all together as a group each day. So Monday's course lesson was about hypoglycemia. I went through all the reasons why you develop hypoglycemia, all the way down to having too low stomach acid and not being able to digest your food properly and being malabsorptive as catering to hypoglycemia, not breathing properly, catering to hypoglycemia because you have like a really tight central nervous system, which cranks up the cortisol, dysregulates the blood sugar, creating hypoglycemia. So there's all these little moving parts. It seems difficult, but if you guys go back through my videos, I kind of say the same thing, but I'll always get more and new information because the body is not complex, but it's complex, or it's complex and it's not complex. You know, unless you have some kind of like crazy genetic disorder like hemochromatosis or something weird like that, or a genetic mutation. Most people, you know, many women, was at 40-something% of all women have fibroids, but they're so small, they're non-detectable, and there's no symptoms involved. They're non-symptomatic, and then some of those things just grow, and then people start having problems with like vitamin D deficiency, or their diet, or too much glucose can make them tumors grow, things that will dysregulate your hormones. But I think on that note, it's time to go. Do you guys have any last questions? I just wanted to not end the last stream with just a total scuff. So let's hope that this stream is not scuffed. I apologize if it is. I've had a lot of work to do. I'm creating new plans. I'm creating a carnivore plan. I'm creating a low carb, high fat plan for my site for people to transition into keto or not. And people who've got histamine intolerance, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which is such an important subject because people have who are constipated, they don't really poop enough, so they have this pathogens re-enter the bloodstream, especially estrogen, which is getting stuck into your liver and also into your gallbladder. And this happens commonly with people. So also the subjects of kidney pain, kidney damage on keto. That's really weird. It is completely blue sky and raining. Okay. Get so much stuff. Okay. Where's it? You guys see that? And it's pissing rain right now. It's crazy. All right. I think it's time to go. Stuff is morning safe on keto. I don't know what you mean by that. Is morning safe? Could you speak about bile salts and keto? I have autoimmune and recently found out that this could be the cause. Huh? No. That doesn't make any sense, MK. Okay. So people who take bile salts have problems specifically with one organ. That's their gallbladder. If you don't have any gallbladder sludge, crystals, or stones, you do not need to take ox bile. All right. Some people who are adding more bile salts, who've got enough, they get heartburn. No. This is if your bile salts are sludgy, crystallized, or in stones. People take HCl. That can help. But a lot of people are malabsorptive. Their stomach acids are too low. They're not getting enough. They're not digesting and using the fats. They don't have fats to convert into ketones. So that question's a little subjective. So autoimmunity is something that is always most likely 99.9% something you experienced before through living a rough life, because we all do, even though we live in the modern time, we don't take care of our body. So if you have an autoimmune disorder like thyroid, rheumatoid arthritis, if you have freaking Addison's disease, or any type of autoimmunity, this is most likely due to damage that was started a long time ago, and it exacerbates and comes out on a ketogenic diet when you don't adapt. So keto is not the cause of these things. Actually, keto fixes things. So people are like, can I do keto and have a thyroid disorder? I'm like, it can actually help heal your hypothyroidism, right? It can actually help your thyroid, but it's a long process and people don't put in the work. There's a lot of discipline that you have to consider, right? You have to be disciplined, and you have to be understanding your body, and you have to get a lot of rest. And I was talking about sciatica before in the last video, and people have so much, they're so tense, they have adrenal issues, their body starts spiking the cortisol at night, and they're having like double doses of cortisol, and their body just starts getting super inflamed. Okay, matcha tea, okay, no. B. Martin says, how to prevent hair thinning, keto, and intermittent fasting. So are you a woman or a man? That's really, really important to know if you've got some type of aromatizing dihydrotestosterone problem, if your hair's been thinning, if it's your woman and you're having a thyroid response while doing keto. So if you have a thyroid problem, you had it before. Okay, you're a woman. You had it before. And so the problem is, you do keto, you're eating cheese, you're drinking coffee, you're intermittent fasting, and the body's like, okay, I'm sensitive to the whey and casein and the casein and cheese. I have a problem with coffee. It's making me malabsorptive, and it's irritating the mucus lining of my shite, and I'm having too much adrenaline in the bloodstream, and I'm already having problems with my adrenal glands. And you do keto, and you don't have enough fat in, your protein is too high, you're not breathing, you're not sleeping, you're not getting rest, the hair will start falling out if you have an underlying thyroid issue. If you're not adapting and you have your glycogen storage is depleted, then you're not getting any gasoline to drive the car. So when there's no gasoline to put in the car so you can drive, then the body will just start, okay, we need to conserve energy somewhere. So let's dump hair growth. Let's make you constipated. Let's make you dry. Let's make you gain fat. These are all mechanisms that are exhausting for the body to do, like to spare muscle and burn only body fat. That's a lot of work for the body. So we don't need to have a baby. We don't need to have hair growth. We don't need to be able to poop. We don't need to have nice lubricated skin. So let's just, have your thyroid T3 drop, or your TPO rise. What kind of flour do you recommend? I don't know. I don't recommend flour. I really, I mean, I'm going to have recipes with like flax, which is, you know, which is a seed, and seeds don't like to be eaten, and there's a lot of phytates in them. I will have recipes with, especially when you crack open and use it, you take the shell, you take a flax seed and you crack it, like it's even more anti-nutrients in it. And then there's coconut flour, but coconut flour is really gritty. It's good when you mix flax meal. But all of these things have disclaimers. You have to, you know, if you have faux and fake carbs every once in a while on keto, not a problem. But if you want to have them every single day, just make it clean keto. Just, you know, make your food, make it clean, get your fats up high, you know, get some protein, some fatty meats, get some liver, get some kidney, get some heart, get some tongue. But the liver is the most important. And I hear Italy stuff. Oh, Italy! So I love Italy. Been there many times, stuff, and it's 2 a.m. Think, child, you need to go to bed. See, how many meals a day while pregnant without a gallbladder on keto? I don't know how many you're doing now. You should probably, and I mean, it does overwhelm the digestive tract, but you should probably do, because you're going to need nutrients, honey child. So, you know, get some organ meats and get some animal fats and get it pastured and non-corn fed and non-soy fed, and have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then create a mid-morning fats bump afternoon, and possibly even like 2 tablespoons of fat an hour before bed, just to get enough nutrients in. Let me see, how many meals a day while pregnant and without a gallbladder. So you're gonna have to use bile salts. You're gonna have to split up your fat, like I said, so that's a good idea to split up everything. If you have but some people have no gallbladder and do just fine without even any bile salts. Some people, because the body finds a way to hold those salts, because the liver makes them, the gallbladder holds them. I gotta say thank you again to B. Martin for donating to Super Chat. Okay, Funny just woke up and it's 3 a.m. feeling hot and sweaty. Is it a expectation? What? Exception, though, as I'm really trying to improve. Are you having a hot flash? So some women don't even understand that they're hot flashing, that their hormones or their adrenals like, and they don't realize they're hot and sweaty because of having a hot flash. I can tell by my skin, it's very dehydrated, and that I drink lots of water and pink salt. Was it? Chose a girl forever. That's cute. Difference between golden flax and dark flax. I don't know. All I know is that they've got anti-nutrients in both. Not a woman. I'm a 25-year-old male. Oh, you talked about the hair thinning, right? So, yeah, a couple things make your hair thin. Obviously, it's not iron deficiency in your case because you don't menstruate. It could be plaque psoriasis, or it can be like candida of the scalp, which probably is not your problem. And it's most likely your thyroid, unfortunately. If you're eating 3 meals a day and you're always hungry, your fats are, and you're doing keto, your fats are not high enough. That's fact. Everybody knows when you eat enough fat, you're not hungry. Like not having too much of, there's no F in my name. There's a PH. So I'm just kidding. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for everything. I have a question. Can I get on keto, all my vitamins, without taking supplements? Yes, child. Just take some liver, honey, child. Y'all need to eat some organ meats. Didn't you know that, like, we got vitamin D, E, A, K, zinc, selenium, copper, right? In potassium, in liver, vitamin C. You have B complex and B12. Supplements, schmuckoments. Supplements are garbage. They have their purpose, and then you leave them alone. They're man-made, and when man gets his nasty little hands on stuff that's not nature, it's a problem to be dependent on it. Now, things like monolaurin and oregano oil and like certain supplements, you know, if you've got a UTI, you want to take Dimanos, those things are great for the short term. If you don't have a gallbladder, you need ox bile. If you you know, if you need betaine HCl, but to be dependent on a multivitamin, toxic nastiness for your liver, no. Always go for real food first. How do you fix dehydration even though I'm drinking enough water? I don't know how much water you're drinking. I don't know. Like, people are dehydrated because they don't sip on their water all throughout the day, honey. You do 2 liters and you do a liter in the morning and a liter in the evening, and that's 2 liters a day, you're going to be dehydrated. You need to have sips all throughout the day. Do you have a diet for keto and estrogen dominance? No, Leon, no one will have a diet for, there's no diet. It's not the diet, it's your lifestyle, right? If you're not sleeping, estrogen dominance. If you're skipping meals, estrogen dominance. If you're on medications, it could be estrogen dominant. I mean, are you exposed to plastics, BPA, xenoestrogens? Estrogen dominance. If you're not sleeping, your progesterone could drop. Estrogen dominance. If you're having poor quality food, non-organic food, hormone injected food, estrogen dominance. And that's not the diet. It could be just the quality of the food itself. That's why I have consultations, stephanieperson.com. And then I can ask those questions and then like, oh, okay, now I understand where your estrogen dominance is coming from. Because I'm a woman who's in her 50s, almost 52. I'm so tired of men talking about this stuff and they don't freaking understand. They just read. They don't know. Even my gynecologist doesn't know stuff. I'm like, bro, I literally, when I spoke to my gynecologist last, I was like, bye. It's embarrassing what they don't know. It's embarrassing. Jessica, I don't know what you're saying, but Deborah's not having it. Okay, her consultation, she questions you thoroughly about your health, then customizes a plan for you. And it's not just a meal plan. I customize your whole day, the whole day. Exercise, what kind of exercise, when, how much, you know, when this, when that, why, you know, diet, sleep strategies, because it's about, everything's about sleep. Cod liver oil is delicious. Yes, I think all animal fat is delicious. I'm super addicted. Drink half my body weight in ounces of, that's a lot. You may be drinking too much water. Half your body weight? No, you must be no, that can't be not right. Really consider having a consultation. Yes, Jessica. I wonder why your stuff got deleted. Retracted my comment because it was retracted, not deleted by Deborah. Okay, got it. I retracted my comment because I kept hitting. So I'm standing away from the phone, so all I saw was your comment disappear, and I thought Deborah had deleted it, and then I was like, but Jessica's always, I was confused. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah always giving me so much support. I feel blessed. Okay, guys, I've done over an hour, even with one scuff stream. I hope this is not scuffed either. What do you think about taking castor oil for regular? So castor oil is great. Love castor oil. Castor oil. Yeah, you got some inflammation, you just rub a little castor oil on that. Now, don't be rubbing no castor oil where you don't want a lot of hair, because it will help hair growth. All right. You don't want to like rub it in weird spots and like, but castor oil is a really great anti-inflammatory. It can help with constipation. Make sure it's organic. Really make sure that it's a really high quality castor oil. But if you take too much, it can give you stomach ache. So be very careful with the castor oil. But I love castor oil. I think that it's one of the most amazing things that, especially you could put on transdermal. Also with aloe vera is another amazing thing to put on your skin. Be careful with the oral intake of these things. Okay, see, why do you keep waking up, or why do I keep waking up in the middle of the night, sweaty and hot, 21 years of age? Yeah, you're having hot flashes. Sounds like, I mean, that's my guess, without seeing any, I don't know you nothing, but sounds like a hot flash, and it doesn't matter that you're in your 20s. Y'all who are younger are exposed to so many freaking estrogen, xenoestrogens, and stress and poor sleep that can wonk up your menstrual cycles in a blink at 21. You're exposed to 200 more chemicals than when I was born. So you at 21 and me at 51. That's weird, right? 30-year difference. You're exposed to more crap, even though you're younger than me, and even though your cells are literally stronger, right? But my cells are stronger in the other ways of not being exposed to chemicals that are just, I'm exposed to chemicals clearly, but you were exposed to chemicals in utero. Like up the stream, Juliet says, yeah. There's 73 people and only 27 likes. I guess I have to beg for the likes. Like up the stream because it brings people to my channel, or as the Swedish say, kanalen. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. You collapse the little X in the corner and there's chat windows there. Just hit the little like and then, no, hit the like button, then there's a chat window and then you reopen the chat. Okay, my girlfriend went through menopause at 27. Exactly. And it can be avoided. The youth of today are stretched. They don't sleep. They've got their phone up their butt, nostril, in their ear. They eat everything out of packages. There was a girl yesterday at the gym in her 20s. She's like, I've got hypothyroidism. And you know what she had in her hand? A Bang caffeine drink. I was like, she's like, I need to take medicine in the morning. And I was like, no, you don't. You could get off that medicine in due time. And then she pulls out like a freaking protein bar. I said, give me that. Pulled it out of her hand. I said, look, there's canola oil in this. There's sugar. There's dextrose. There's sucralose. There's maltodextrose. So many types of sugars. And look at all these chemicals. I said to her, I go, no wonder your thyroid's fracked up at like 25. Ugh. Skin, a hot mess, acne. She didn't listen to me though. I try. You mentioned before a Facebook page trying to okay, I run a keto course on a Facebook, but you sign up through the website and you're trying to get pregnant on keto. I would probably, it'd be good to have a consultation with you, to be honest. That's some deep stuff. So I need to know a lot of why you're having infertility issues. Has your guy tested his sperm just to make sure that it's you or not you? I'm taking 100 grams a day of fat pregnant with, that's not, the 100 grams is not, that's not keto. Especially for a woman who's pregnant. That's too low. You got to hit 200. 3 meals a day. That's, you need to have 5. 3 main meals and almost 2 to 3 fat snacks. So you guys sign up for consultations. This is where it's worth it. That's where I feel like I do the real magic, not the live streams. It's when I actually sit down and talk to you guys. Okay, I gotta go. Let me see. I lost my cycle at 24. Oh, here we go. I lost my cycle at 24 due to the HCG diet, hoping keto eventually bring it back. And here, thank you, Jessica Torres. Here's the thing. People are like pushing the intermittent fasting. Like, what's the difference between the two? Fasting, you're not eating, you're having your first meal 12, 1, 2 in the afternoon. You might eat a second time. You're not getting enough nutrients in. And then your cycle goes away, and all these men talking about intermittent fasting are not talking about, well, let's go over why you lose your cycle on intermittent fasting. No, they don't do that. Why would they do that? Because they can't make money doing that. Let me see. Will I get nutrients with organ meats and bone broth? Not enough. Liver. Bone broth was not even close to liver. Liver is where it's at. Okay, well, let's see. Can you please make more on gaining weight on keto? I can't find a lot of videos on that topic. Thanks. I need to know more about you. Most women who are not gaining weight are just not eating enough, or they're hyperthyroid. I'll do a video on it another time, but I need to see you. I need to talk to you. I don't know what weight you're at. I don't know anything. I don't know if you're malabsorptive. I don't know if you're not eating enough, I don't know if you're running around all day. Like, I just need to know more. Your age, everything. History of your body, your health, your metabolic inflexibility or flexibility. What about potassium stuff? What about it? Potassium and avocado and spinach? Are there anti-nutrients? Oh yeah. High histamine? Definitely. But if you don't have a problem with those, it's great. They're great for potassium. There's also potassium in bone marrow and also in liver and salts. Because I don't like potassium chloride in those. What about psoriasis? What about it? You guys can't ask questions like that. I'm trying to go and it's like they're nondescript. I'm getting cranky. Like, well, what about it? There's like, you got to look at something in a million different angles, right? Like if you're doing a TV show, you got 8 cameras. You can't just have one because that doesn't show the full 3D of a situation. Ooh, that was a big gulp. I'm about to burp. Okay, if you have intolerances to beef, do you think eating beef liver is okay? I don't know at least if you have a grass-fed or not. Did we talk about this on the course page? Are you on the course page? I know I've heard this question before. There's lamb liver. Yes. There's lamb. Lamb is very popular these days. There's pork, but there's lamb, chicken. Those are all great livers. Liver. I eat liver every day. I do. I don't even eat it the twice a week that people are like, if you're going to have liver, have it like twice a week because people are afraid of the A, but I've been having it every day for 6 months. Fabulous. My eyesight's getting sharp too. Okay, do you drink green tea? Nope. Caffeine, and I don't like the mycotoxins. Okay, yes, grass-fed. If I want to get my antioxidants and my nutrients, I'll just have some liver. Okay, how much liver is enough? Like I said, you can have it twice a week, like, I don't know, 3 ounces each time, 6 ounces a week, something like that. But I do more than that. Okay, isn't liver bad if you've got gout? No. Who told you that? Or did somebody say that? No. Gout could be like caused from probably the oxalates first, and then people have a difficulty with purines and uric acid coming from red meats. But I've worked with people who have gout who do keto and eat beef and are fine. So there's other things that you might want to consider, like the oxalates, or see if you have the oxalobacter deficiency in the enzyme. What if you eat liver every day and love it? I could do it. I can't tell you what to do. That's what I do, honey child. I'm not a liver expert. Bites. Tick bites and resulting allergy to meat. Cover up people and check your skin. Well, I have to go look more into that. I've never heard that before. So tick bites as in limes? Or just a tick bite? Too much liver is not enough. Liver is my favorite meat, period. End of story. I could eat, I know it seems gross, but I just love it. And I'm American, born in the US. Americans are very freaking sterile, picky mother suckers. People in other countries grow up on liver. Well, my mom did cook it when I was a kid, but I hadn't had it for years and I love it. I'm only 6 ounces a week. I used to eat 3 ounces of liver a day. No wonder I had trouble to fit in my macros. Haha. I don't know. I have it every day. Okay, what do you think about carbohydrates or a diet that is not low carb? I think it is going to kill you. Slowly. I think it will create glycation end product. And when I look at people eating refined grains and hybridized, genetically like all the plants have been genetically fracked up the butt. So yes, some people can tolerate carbs, but when you look at them at my age, you don't see people my age who look very healthy. It's rare. It's very rare. And I don't mean just like dark skin. I mean the whole body. Y'all are asking questions now. I'm trying to get off this thing. And don't you people on the replay complain that I'm all over the place, because I am not having it today. Hey Steph, I've had my gallbladder removed. Does that mean anything when you're trying to do keto? It means that you have to, you're a person who's a good candidate for ox bile and B18 combo. B18 HCl and ox bile and chewing your food incredibly slowly and splitting up your fats. So there's a lot, I mean, it's, you guys know I've been coaching. It's got to be, I stopped counting after 2,000 people. It's got to be, and this is a couple of years ago, so it's got to be up to 3,000 people now. And you talk to that many people, like a gazillion of you have no gallbladder. It's like to me, I don't even react anymore. I'm like in the beginning, I was like, is it okay if they do it without a gallbladder? Now I'm just like, next, thyroid. You got a gallbladder problem. Whoop, you got a thyroid problem. Whoop, make it rain. You got a hysterectomy. Make it rain. Men with low testosterone, make it rain. Depression, that's a subject we haven't talked about. Everybody's depressed. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. I'm getting silly, I'm getting annoying, I'm sounding all over the place, but I'm really not. I was trying to just doing a 30-minute stream, now I'm an hour and a half. My time just goes to the toilet. Americans love the conveniency, exactly, of packaged products. This is so true. I did this on my Instagram. She's Stephanie Ketogenic, complaining about why must you guys have protein shakes? Why must you guys do these super green garbage? Who does a green drink? Is that not the most disgusting thing you've ever thought of? This vomit of green nastiness. I do spinach and kale. Like they're both bitter plants with super high in freaking oxalates. And this person's like, I have gout. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jessica. I feel appreciated. Thank you. Gross kale. I mean, sometimes I really like sauteed spinach, but if you eat that stuff raw all the time, you're like, you know, and then people try to mask it with like stevia and like some fruit up in there, like green smoothie to take away the bitterness. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to, if I have time, I think I'm running out of time. I wanted to do 3 videos on the live stream, so people who complain that like the live streams are so hard to watch, then I can break up the content and videos and then upload it. But I think I'll do that tomorrow because it is getting too late for stuff. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, all the lovely people. Thank you for the donation on the super chat. Thank you, Deborah, as always, for having my back. Big and fat is great. Just make sure it is from a healthy animal. Children. Anyway, inside joke in my head. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, thank you, Ruth, and everyone. Thank you so much, and have a lovely evening. And people on the replay, stuff is gonna be happening. I'm so excited, like the Pointer Sisters. So excited. Bye, guys. Thank you, everyone. Of course, some energy. Yeah. This is the mother sucking business. At 51, soon to be 52, 11 years, soon to be 12 years on keto, strict, no free feedings, no refeeding, no sugar, no carbs. And people keep saying, you can't do this and you can't do that. And I'm like, why don't you talk to people who've actually done it instead of guessing by like, you know, anecdotal thoughts? Why don't you ask somebody who's been doing this long and find out if they're dying? Okay, do I look like I'm dying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, guys. I'm out. Bye. I don't talk about my birthday. Who cares about my private business, right? Who cares about that? Y'all see the shoebox every day and the scuffed freaking live streams. Bye, guys. You're clapping for me. Thank you. Hercules, right? Don't forget to like up the stream for content. Put it in the box below in the comment section. And I'm out. Peace. I don't have to ask for people to not fight in the comment section because they don't on my stuff because I'm boring.